This is Time Signatures with Jim Ervin, a podcast and radio program presented by the Capital Area Blues Society in Lansing, Michigan.
Driving up and down these Michigan roads, yeah.
And now, here he is, your host, Jim Ervin.
Baby, I'm home.
Well, thank you so much, Parker. I'm Jim Ervin, and this is Time Signatures. It's hard to believe that we're winding down the month of August already, and sadly, that means that we're also nearing the end of the Summer Blues Festival here in the Great Lakes region. But while we're closing in on the end of our annual run, we still have a few good ones left, including the 23rd annual Tawas Blues by the Bay Festival. And it's coming up next weekend. Now, I was able to chase down one of the wonderful people who bring this to us each year, and he's going to give us all of the details. So if you're looking for a good reason to head to Michigan's Sunrise Coast, I think I might have just found the ticket for you. Tawas Blues by the Bay director, Dave Olpere, welcome to Time Signatures, and I appreciate you taking time for us today because you guys are almost at 0 hour, aren't you?
We are getting close. We've got another week or so, and all the pieces are starting to come together.
Yeah. Now, this is the 23rd annual. How long have you personally been involved with Tawas Blues by the Bay, and where did your journey begin?
This will be about my 7th or 8th year. I started off just volunteering to help out at the festival as a bartender, serving the beer. And from that, it progressed on to being the music director for the Blues by the Bay. I have a little bit of a background in music, so they asked me if I'd do it. I said, sure, I'd be more than glad to do it.
That's wonderful. Now, by all accounts, you guys have had some incredible performers up there, both local, regional, and national acts over the last 22 years, haven't you?
We've had quite a few. Yeah, it's been, it's just a revolving door of great blues artists. I was going back the other day onto some of our programs and looking at some of the names that we've had up here. Laura Rain, Dana Fouche, just a whole litany of great blues artists.
You know, I was just thinking about this. One of the favorite pieces that I've seen from Tawas Blues by the Bay is Chris Canis with his late mother on stage. And I believe it was not long before she passed. Talk about that history a little bit.
Yeah, that was his mother's name was Angela. She's a super nice lady. We all enjoyed her so much. And I think it was within 2 years after their performance here at Tawas that she passed. But Chris has been one of our ongoing blues artists since then. He's a great performer, one of our crowd favorites. But we always remember Angela. She was a dynamic personality on stage.
Indeed. And Rusty and Lori Wright also were one of your mainstays up there. They come in once in a while, yeah?
Yeah. He was last year. I believe he was with us last year in our lineup. Yep. And he's a Michigan bluesman.
Originally, yeah. They're down in Florida now.
That's right. Some of our directors or board members go to Florida, and they have seen him perform down there.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know he's got a big following in the Flint-Davison area. That's the area that they're originally from. And we actually had them here in Lansing at the Michigan Blues Fest last fall as well. But I want to talk about 2025 with you just for a little bit. And I want to walk through each day so folks can get an idea of what y'all are planning for them. And let's begin with Friday the 22nd. 1 week from today, Dave. Talk to me. What's going on?
Well, I missed out what you said. My internet is not the best here. So I think you're talking about Friday. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. We want to hear about Friday.
Friday, we open our gates at 5 o'clock, and it's bring your lawn chair because they line up around the block Friday night to get a good seat with their chairs in front of the stage. And we have our opening act at 6 o'clock. They're called the Soulshine Band, and they are a group of talented blues musicians from the Detroit area that have kind of formed together. They're a fairly new group, but a lot of popular names that you may know once you see them on stage. And they're going to open things up at 6 o'clock for Soulshine Band. They'll play for about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. We'll
Okay.
take 15 minutes to get our sound check and everything set up for the next act. And that is a young lady. She's out of Nashville, but I think she originated in Detroit. Her name is Nisi.
Okay.
And she is bringing a special guest. She's bringing two young ladies with her from the Pittsburgh area, and they are called the Soulful Femme. Two ladies
Okay.
are a duet. They're both Nisi and this duet are both up for two Josie Awards, which, if you don't know, are the awards given by the Grand Ole Opry. So we're really looking forward to that.
Yeah, no doubt.
We get like a 2-for-1. We get Nisi and we get the Soulful Femme out of the Pittsburgh area, which happens to be my hometown. Just a
Very
little
cool.
plug.
Now, that's it for Friday then, correct?
That's Friday. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. We have
So
beer, wine, and food too.
Oh yeah, we're going to talk all about that in just a little bit
All
here.
right. Great.
Let's talk about Saturday. That seems like that's the big day for you guys. What's going on and what does your lineup look like?
Yeah, we open the gates at 11 and get here early because again they line up around the block to be the first ones in to set up their chairs. And then we open the festival at 12 o'clock with a band of the Western Michigan Blues Society called the Left-Handed Rollers.
Oh
Don't
yeah.
know a whole lot about them. A friend of mine, Steve Salter, who I think you know
Yes,
also
sir.
with the Killer Blues.
Yes.
He recommended them, so we're going to put them on stage at Tawas Blues by the Bay, starting at 12 o'clock. After they're done, at 2 o'clock, we have a band that coming in that was recommended by some of our blues fans that come to the festival, and it's a group called Big B and the Actual Proof. 4 o'clock, we have a band coming in called the Vortex Blues Band. And if you're familiar with Greta Van Fleet, there's kind of two twin boys that started that. This is their father's band.
Okay. Yeah. Papa Kishka. Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah. So, yeah, he's half the boys are in town. He's going to bring them with him.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
At 6 o'clock, we have a bluesman out of the Texas area. He was here a couple of years back. He loved it up here. He had some trouble airline wise, and he just wanted to come back. We brought him back. Zach Harmon, good bluesman of the Texas area. And at 8 o'clock, our headliner, who you're really familiar with, and that's Eliza Niels.
Oh yeah.
And she will be here with her band. Joe Stanley will be on guitar, and so we're looking forward to seeing Eliza. She's been here a couple times now,
Okay.
and she's a big Detroit lady.
Yes, she
now makes
is.
her home in New Jersey.
Yep.
So there you go. That's Saturday's lineup. 5 bands.
So let's talk just a minute about the couple of the bands because you said that you weren't familiar with the Left-Handed Rollers.
Right.
Had a chance to see them in Kalamazoo. I think you're going to enjoy yourself. It's, I believe, a husband-wife team in the band, and they do a fantastic job. They've got a great stage presence. They've got a great show. You're going to have a good time. Big B and the Actual
Yeah.
Proof. Brian is a very good friend of mine. You're going
Okay.
to love. Brian has he identifies his music as blues noir. He's got a theme to his music, and it's different. And I think you're going to have fun. And they've added 1 or 2 extra band members since I saw them last. As a matter of fact, Brian's going to be in East Lansing this evening at the MASH. And I'm saying this evening because I'm going to air this today, and I'm planning to go see Brian and the band this evening. So I'll put in a good word for you over there as well. And
Okay.
of course, Eliza, she is the salt of the earth. Just, I think the world of her. I got to interview her a little over a year ago, and got to see her just a couple of weeks ago with you, by the way, up at Port Sanilac. So I think we both kind
Right.
of got a little bit of a snapshot of what her set is going to be like. So that's a great lineup. Now, you even have some things planned for Sunday the 24th. Now, don't you?
Yeah, Sunday was normally a pretty slow day.
Okay.
Most of the blues fans are heading back home after the weekend, but we've we've turned Sunday around, and again, it's just a full house on Sundays. And we kick things off at 1 o'clock. So the gates open an hour before at 12. One
Okay.
o'clock, the Joe Stanley Trio is going to play. And of course, part of that band also plays for Eliza. So,
Mm-hmm.
so Joe Stanley and his boys will be here. And our headliner, and always a great showman, at 3 o'clock is Motor City Josh and the Big Three. And
Nice.
Josh always throws in a few surprises. He may bring horns, he may not bring horns, but last year he brought his horns. I think there was 6 or 8 of them on stage. It was a great
Yeah.
time.
Yep. I think when he does that, he calls, instead of Motor City Josh and the Big Three, it's Motor City Josh and the Big Band.
Oh, there you go. Okay. I'll
Yep.
remember that one when we introduce them.
And of course, we got to see them at Port Sanilac at all, which as well. So that was a good time. Now, with all this great fun and great music, I'm betting you guys have some fantastic food options available for the attendees, don't you?
We do. We have barbecue, and we have pizza, and we have hot dogs, and the usual and the not so usual.
Okay.
We always have a corner set up for kind of our groups, fundraising groups. They do the bake sale stuff back in the corner, and coffee, and Saturday and Sunday morning for breakfast. So we have a little variety of everything when it comes to food.
Very nice. Very nice. And I assume you have a beer tent as well?
The whole tent's a beer tent. Yeah, it's set
Okay.
up. We have I think it's 10 different beers on tap. And when you come in with your admission, you get a mug, a souvenir mug, and you buy tickets and fill your mug up all day long. And then we have wine coolers, of course, water and other beverages.
Wow. So you got that. So where the music is played is also where the beer is served?
Yeah. Yeah. So one end of the tent is where the beer is served. The stage is center tent, long ways in the tent. It's centered there,
Okay.
and the back sides of the tent are all open. The only side that's closed is the side near the road to muffle some of the road noise that may
Sure.
occur occasionally, but normally we don't even notice a road noise. But it's open to the bay. So if you're down in the bay on your boat, you can sit there and enjoy the music. We'd
Wow.
much prefer you come in and buy a ticket and
Well,
come on
sure.
in and enjoy it with us. We set up 10 or 12 pop-up tents out behind the big tent for shade for those that need a little shade. And it's just a great time. Bring your own lawn chair. We have a little area we mark off just for those that want to dance. And it's right there by the souvenir stand where we have our souvenir T-shirts. And it's a good atmosphere. It's a fun, later in the evening, fun party down with the blues atmosphere.
Wonderful. Wonderful. And it's nice that you mentioned the souvenir t-shirts because I was just going to ask you about that. What about merchandise? I imagine you're going to have some merch available for people that come.
We have different merch available. Yeah, we have our Blues by the Bay merchandise, hats, t-shirts. Christy may throw in a few surprises to sell. We've had keychains, we've had koozies. That's her department. I do the music. We're just always excited to see what she brings every year for us. And then the Detroit Blues Society will be there, and they have their merch available on site also.
Very, very nice. Yeah. Now, what about pins? Have you guys had any pins for your Blues by the Bay event or no?
Yeah, the Detroit Blues Society has made us up pins, and a couple of years ago, we were just giving them away. Anybody that wanted one, but the way you get into the festival is you buy we call it a button, but it's actually a big pin, and they're available throughout the town. But that's the souvenir button that you get to purchase and keep.
Okay. All right. Very cool. So with all of this fun coming next weekend, I know you talked about buying the ticket. What's it going to cost?
It's going to cost you $40, and that's good all weekend. You come and go as you want. As long as you have your button with you, you're good to go.
Nice, nice. Now you talked about the large tent. How big of a tent is this that you have the stage under?
I don't know that I could even tell you. It's the biggest
Okay.
one we can find in the state of Michigan, is what I've been told. So
Okay. All right.
it's huge. It's got three big center poles, maybe four. I can't.
Wow.
It's a big tent. It's the biggest
Yeah,
one
no
they have.
kidding. No kidding. Okay. So, Dave, let's talk about accommodations in and near the Tawas and East Tawas area. I know it's peak season, but I would assume that maybe you've got something lined up for the visitors.
Yeah, they're kind of on their own to find their own places to stay.
Okay.
That's that's one of the drawbacks of the small town is the limited places to stay, but there's plenty of them up in the Oscoda area. There's a new hotel down in the All Gray area, the Tawas area. A lot of the resorts and cottages still have rooms available. You just have to kind of get on the phone and find one. Tawas State Park has camping and motorhomes. They have
Yes.
some limited cabins out there. We do have other campgrounds in the area. We are on the edge of the Huron National Forest, so there's plenty of free camping available too if you're into the primitive camping. Um, I think just about any place you find around here you'll enjoy. Most of the little resorts are right on the water, right on Lake Huron. Uh, so come up and enjoy the weekend and enjoy the Tawas area and the beautiful sand beaches here on Lake Huron.
And if you get a chance while you're up there, if you get up there early, take a trip out to Tawas Point. Isn't that what that is? Tawas Point?
Yes, Tawas
The
Point, that's where the lighthouse is.
That is
Um,
a one of the most scenic lighthouses in the state of Michigan, in my opinion. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm a photographer, and one of the things that I do is I go and I shoot different lighthouses. And this is one of my favorites. Absolutely beautiful. Great big red roof. And you really, if you get a chance to check it out, you should.
yeah, it's a museum, so you can come
Mhm.
out and get a tour of the museum and go through it. And it's surrounded by nothing but sand beaches. And on one side of it is actually our dog beach, where they have
Yep.
a beach set aside just for your pets.
All right, Dave. Where can we send folks to learn more about the Tawas Blues by the Bay so they can plan their trip for next weekend, sir?
Well, the best place to go is probably on our Facebook page, Tawas Blues by the Bay Facebook. We do have a website, but most of our correspondence and contacts and scheduling is all posted on Facebook.
Beautiful. Tawas Blues by the Bay director, Dave Olpere, I surely appreciate you taking time with me today on Time Signatures. All the best to you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. I wish I could be up there with you, but it sounds like you've got an incredible team. And as you said, a well-oiled machine.
Well, we'll probably see you next year, right?
I'm going to try for sure.
All right, sounds good, Jim. You know what? I appreciate what you do and the shows here on Time Signatures. It's an educational blues experience to sit in with Jim Ervin.
Well, thank you very much. And as this episode comes to a close, I want to tell you about the VFW National Home, located just about 30 miles southwest of my current location in Eaton Rapids, Michigan. The VFW National Home assists military, veterans, and their families with children by creating a foundation of services and resources to achieve their personal and family goals in order to move forward in a positive, safe, and healthy environment. Among the many things offered through the VFW National Home are single-family homes within the community at no cost, tutoring, classes, secondary financial assistance, and educational resources to empower and grow. Oh, by the way, they also offer licensed daycare for their residents at no charge. Please visit vfwnationalhome.org today to make your tax-deductible donation or to learn more about this place, and thank you so much for your consideration. And that wraps up this edition of Time Signatures. Once again, my thanks to our guest, Dave Olpere, but also to you, for without you, none of this would be possible. Jim Ervin reminding you, keeping the blues alive is everyone's responsibility, but preserving the history of the blues, one story at a time, that's my mission. Until next time, so long, everybody.
This has been Time Signatures with Jim Ervin, presented by the Capital Area Blues Society in Lansing, Michigan. For more information on cabs, visit capitalareablues.org. You can find this episode and past episodes at lccconnect.org. The Time Signatures theme song, Michigan Roads, is used by permission and was written by Root Doctor, featuring Freddie Cunningham.
You know I'm trying, baby, driving up and down these Michigan roads, yeah.
Until next time, keep on keeping the blues alive.